it is 2021, and we are talking about the Sony a6500. Is it still a good camera? 6 years after release? Come on, really? Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. So I actually started my filmmaking journey on a Sony Handycam, and that had a lot of awesome, great features. But when I started getting more serious, I switched to Canon, got the Canon T3i, and then from there moved on up to the full frame Canon 6D. A few years later, I was really needing something that would give me continuous autofocus. You know it's very normal and standard for these types of cameras now. I also wanted to look into see if I could afford a 4K camera. There were more and more options, so I came across the Sony a6500, and it had everything. This camera is compact and it is powerful. Even in 2021, this is a great camera. I suggest to anyone that's just like, starting out to maybe being more intermediate. It's not full frame, so it's not quite the Sony a7 III, but it does have the Sony APS-C sensor. And with the Sony E-mount, you can adapt so many different types of lenses. Lately, I've been buying some vintage lenses that I've been using, and I've been having a ton of fun. So this camera shoots 4K at 24 and 30 frames per second, and 1080 at 60 and even 120 frames per second. And that has been invaluable as I've shot a lot of weddings and B-roll over the years. The autofocus is very fast. You can pick up subjects very quickly. Even in lower light. Sony isn't known for their great color science, but with this camera they introduced a lot of great picture profiles. Dialing in those picture profiles has been something that has really helped me prepare me for color grading, and has given me so much more to play with out of the camera. For a long time I was using Cine 4. There's a lot of YouTubers who really like that picture profile, but lately I've been using S-Log 2. If you haven't played with picture profiles at all, I wouldn't jump straight into S-Log. There is a learning curve, plus your ISO has to be at 800 minimum. That's a big downer turn off for some people. But if you know what you're doing, it gives you so much more information in your image so that you can color grade, so that you can adjust exposure or whatever. The lenses I suggest are definitely the Sony 18-105mm. If you're gonna get one lens, go with that one. It's been a great all-around lens. It's f4 throughout. My go-to prime lens for this camera has been the Sigma 30mm 1.4. What I've also loved about this camera, it's so small, it's so lightweight. You throw it on a gimbal, you can rig it out with a cage, put a handle on it, and a monitor, and it's not gonna weigh you down much. I've loved the portability of it. I know they've released the Sony a6400 and a6600, and even the 6100. I don't know why they've gone backwards and forwards with the titles. It doesn't make sense. I know some of the other ones have the flip up screen so you can see yourself and stuff, and that's great, but I don't think there's been too many big improvements. So if you're looking for a good, solid camera for filming weddings or events, I definitely recommend this camera. I believe the bodies go for about 500 to 600 used right now, and the 18-105 is, you could probably find one used for 400. So for around 1,000, I recommend getting this a6500 with that variable 18-105 f4 lens. If you're looking for something for, say, music videos, events, weddings, if you're gonna be filming anything like that, this is a great choice. Hope this video helped you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified and that we can have this ongoing conversation about the videography filmmaking world. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.